Being shown only 4 times through his 4-year-old year, Third Cutting racked up over $307,000 in NCHA earnings. He was an Open finalist at the NCHA Futurity, the Abilene Spectacular, and took championship honors at both the NCHA Derby and Super Stakes. Third Cutting was shown by NCHA Hall of Fame rider Boyd Rice, and even with all the great horses Boyd's ridden, Third Cutting has given him some moments he'll never forget.
First cow at the Derby, I didn't like nothing about it. I was thinking 210. And by the time I got halfway through that second cow, I had her going in. And then the third cow was just the best I'd ever cut. The end of the second cow and the third cow was the best it's ever been. I mean, best I've ever felt anything, you know.
Whether in the show pen or working at home, Third Cutting is all business when a cow is put in front of him.
I've had a couple cows at home at different times when I thought, man, I've never felt nothing like it.
Taking 8th at the 2008 NCHA Futurity, Third Cutting attracted a lot of attention as he showed Boyd he not only had the athletic ability, but the solid mind to lay down a great run. Now knowing he could really let it rip, Boyd pitched out the reins and hung on, and Third Cutting marked a 2:28.5 to win the Derby and a 2:30 to take the championship at the Super Stakes, establishing him as one of the best horses Boyd's ever ridden.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah. And like I said, some of the run, I mean, them 2 runs as good as I've ever felt. But like here at the house a time or 2, I've had him just, you know, messing around and just get to squeezing him out there a little too far. And boy, I mean, he will rip it up.
Third Cutting's 4-year-old season was remarkable. As a 5-year-old, he continued his streak. He was the Abilene Spectacular Open Classic champion, the NCHA Super Stakes Classic Open co-champion, and with a record-breaking score of 2:30, he became the NCHA Summer Spectacular Open champion. After the record-breaking run, Boyd said, "This was the best ride I've ever had. My hat's off to Third Cutting. He's really smart. Just an unbelievable horse."
Yeah, I mean, he's just got better and better the whole time. You know, I've been impressed with him ever since I started riding him. But just like at that last show at the Derby there here in Fort Worth, he was just phenomenal and maybe the best run I'd had on him.
Third Cutting wasn't through yet, and as Boyd mentioned, he got better and better every time he entered the arena. And at the 2010 PCCHA Futurity, they marked an incredible 2:31 to take the championship in the 5-6-year-old Open.
And then I showed him at Calgary, and then I went out there to Paso, and that might have been the best run I've ever had, you know. And like I said, I've said it several times, boy, that was the best run but he just kind of keeps on coming on. But that run out there at Paso was just unbelievable. That was the 2:31 and 3 perfect cows, and I mean, he was going as fast as he could go. So it was a lot of fun. You know, as soon as you cut a cow and throw your hand down, that his ears are coming up and that he's fixing to give it all he's got right there every time. He's never misfired since I've been showing him. You know, he's been dead on every time.
Third Cutting is obviously an amazing athlete, but his intelligence is what makes him such an incredible performer.
Yeah, he's extremely cow smart, you know, and he knows just how long he can wait and still beat him over there and when not to wait. He knows, you know, if that cow's going 900 miles an hour, he'll draw down there and really get tight on him, you know, and if they something that he can play around with, he'll jump out there and really stop him. You know, he knows, and he's just cow smart. He understands. You don't teach them to do that. You know, they just do it. You can teach them to stop and and turning all that. But all that other stuff that he does, it's just natural for him to do it. He was born with it.
These victories pushed his earnings to over $450,000 as of December 2010. But third cutting wasn't through. And by midsummer of 2011, he had won $528,467 in cutting competition. Third cutting is by the Pepto Boonsmall son, NRCHA Snafflebit Futurity Open champion, Boonlight Dancer. His dam, Crabgrass, is a daughter of smart little Lena with NCHA earnings of over $50,000. Third cutting is a beautiful stallion with all the talent and athletic ability you could ask for.
He is real laid back. You don't have to lope him 10 minutes to work him, and he just puts his head down and he just slopes around there. And when you put him in the stall, he'll sleep dang near it all day. Every time you go by there, he's laying down. He's just kind of laid back, I guess he's saving it for when he gets to cut.
Third cutting was bred to a very small group of mares in 2009, which resulted in his first 7 foals. Some of this first test crop are being shown in 2013, and they look outstanding. Beginning in 2010, third cutting was offered to the public, and his book attracted some of the best mares in the industry. As the foals from each successive crop are born, the future just keeps getting brighter.
Third cutting, he's easy to show. He's so strong, I can make mistakes and he'll cover up for him. He's got a big stop. He's just real cow smart. If that cow slows down, he slows down. He just reads the cow really good. You can open him up full throttle and he can just come right back as soon as you back off. And he's just a lot of fun. When you throw him down, he knows it's all business.
Third cutting may have a laid-back personality, but when a cow comes in front of him, he's extremely aggressive and an absolute rocket.
It's just pretty easy to encourage him to go do that, You just tickle him a little bit with this person. He's gone. You don't have to, it's not a kick. It's just, you can just move your foot and he is gone. He's just so strong, And he's that way at home, too.
Third cutting was retired from competition following the 2011 NCHA Summer Spectacular. And as a dominant influence in the sport, he leaves the arena as one of the greatest cutting horses to ever walk to the herd. Third cutting has been inducted into the NCHA Hall of Fame and holds the distinction of winning more major NCHA events in the Will Rogers Coliseum than any other horse in history. He's truly a once-in-a-lifetime horse and retired as one of the most electrifying cutters of all time. Go to thirdcutting.com for more information on breeding your next champion.